Well, I like to think about boxing, right? Kind of
Mm-hmm.
like how people think about yoga, right? The thing is, there's a big amount of people in the population, right, that have a hard time um, slowing down, slowing things down, slowing down their breathing and things like that. In boxing, we speed things up, so you have to slow down. Um, Everything is happening so fast that your awareness has to be right here, right now. Um, Especially for someone that grew up hyperactive like me, right? Throwing punches hard and fast and trying to control my breathing and making the technique, doing the techniques the right way, slowed down my anxious, fast, hyperactive brain. And I think that a lot of us need this. We need to slow down by speeding up and not slow down by slowing down for a lot of people. Obviously, yoga is great, don't get me wrong, but I
Mm-hmm.
think of boxing like yoga for people with anxious brains. And that's what I mean by focused attention.
Right. That's really interesting. But so, if a person would want to achieve this focused attention, of this state of being, um, yoga is one great alternative. But how, if let's say, if I wanted to achieve focused attention, and but I did not want to do it through yoga or any other sort of practice, but I have a feeling that I want to work with you. How would you go about? You take on a new client. How? What? I don't know where I'm going with this. What is the work you do with your clients to achieve this state of being?
Well, honestly, I teach them boxing. I
Mm-hmm.
teach them boxing, but I translate all the intricate details that the masters, right? The masters say so masterfully. And like the thing is that a world champion boxer, it's really easy to just for them to go into a mode because they have practiced going into that mode. It's like imagine the anxiety involved in going into a boxing match. There's a crowd, people, there's another guy trying to take your head off. And if you become overstimulated, you will lose the match before it starts. You will
Mm-hmm.
lose control of your breathing, you'll lose control of your attention, your anxiety will take over. By the time you throw by the 1 minute mark of that first round, you will be exhausted and you'll still have to last the next 2 rounds, basically 2.5 rounds. And so that's what I create a mental framework for my clients, and there's a lot of mental rehearsal, and you'll hear mental rehearsal come up like with hypnotists, hypnotherapists, uh, um, what are they called? Therapists, counselors, and they'll have you rehearse an issue in your life, and they want you to imagine what your automatic response, right? What have you done in the past, and did that behavior serve you? Okay, well, if that behavior didn't serve you, what could you do differently in that situation to where it could have gone better for you? And the more you practice that, the better you get at controlling your emotions. So, like I said, I create a mental framework for the client, depending on what it is that they came to me for. If they're anxious, then that's what we talk about. It's like you're anxious before your fight. What are you gonna do? You're gonna take a deep breath. You're gonna stay in the moment. You're gonna put your feet on the ground. You're gonna feel the ground beneath you. You're gonna breathe. You're gonna throw the punches. You're gonna keep your eyes open. You're gonna stay focused. So the next time you're feeling anxious, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna stay in the moment. I'm gonna keep
Right.
my eyes focused. I'm going to stay right here, right now, and handle the situation appropriately. We're going to have a response, a good response, a response that is positive and not just a reaction that could end up anywhere. And so this is the way I coach, and it's just this mental framework that we create that helps strengthen the person's emotional regulation and control over what it is that they're wanting to overcome.